We attended our first Vistana owner update since the soft launch of the combined program with Marriott Vacation Club. That's what they've now coined as Abound by Marriott Vacations. What did we learn? What didn't we learn? What did we find out that we might not have known already? We're going to talk all about it right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I am Jeremy. We're here at beautiful Westin Kierland Villas in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm actually outside right now on the patio recording this video, and that's why you hear a lot of ambient noise in the background. We have a pool right down there in front of me. We have cicadas in the trees, activities going on, music playing in the background down there at the pool. So we're going to get into this though and talk about our owner update here at Westin Kierland Villas and what did we learn and not learn about Abound by Marriott Vacations and how it will impact us as Vistana owners. As I get into this, we are actually owners in both Marriott Vacation Club and Vistana Signature Experiences. We own 2 weeks, both resale weeks with Vistana, both at Sheraton Vistana Villages in Orlando. So that's kind of how this owner update went. They knew that we were owners with both Marriott Vacation Club and Vistana. They actually know exactly what we own. They kind of now have a combined printout of both of our ownerships with Marriott and with Vistana. They have, in fact, the exact same sheet that they showed us not too long ago at an owner update we just did with Marriott Vacation Club. So what does this sheet provide? What information does it give? Well, when you're at an owner update, they will be able to tell you what your weeks or your vacation ownership interests will convert to in the Abound program. The number of points that you would get for your vacation ownership interest, whether it be a week, whether it be Sheraton Flex, Westin Flex, Westin Aventuras, whatever it might be, will be different depending on what you own. So for weeks-based ownerships, each week is actually going to be assigned a different point value. The point values for our weeks were for the 2-bedroom Sheraton Vistana Villages in Orlando was 28, 25, and we actually own an every other year 1-bedroom unit as well, and that is valued at 700 points. If that was an annual, it would have been 1,400 points. So that's kind of just information that's for us based on our ownership. I am actually helping to compile the conversion rates for all of the different weeks. Sheraton Flex, Westin Flex, Aventuras in a Google Sheet. I will put a link to it in the description box below. So if you know what your weeks are worth, head over to that Google Sheet, put a comment in there in the specific cell what that value is. Or maybe you're kind of wanting to know, you haven't had a chance to get to an owner's update yet. You can check out that sheet, but just remember, it is kind of anecdotal information from timeshare sales presentations based on what people were told, and the information might not always be 100% correct, or it might also be subject to change. But that is just kind of general information that they were wanting to tell us. That information based on the number of points that we own with Marriott and that we would get essentially from our weeks with Vistana would actually make us executive level in the Marriott Vacation Club owner benefit levels. Now, something else to know, if you are 3, 4, or 5-star elite with Vistana, you will actually kind of grandfather or convert over when you get into the Abound program to either executive, presidential, or chairman's in the Marriott Vacation Club program, those ownership benefit levels. You might actually potentially be executive but have enough points to maybe be presidential. So take that into consideration if you're thinking of buying more points with Vistana to maybe get up to that 4-star or 5-star. Well, you might already be there already with the total number of points that you would get. How that exactly works, for sure, we're not really 100% until Marriott gives us more information, which I hope they do in the near future. That kind of leads into the next thing. They are now telling us that, at least in our meeting, that the cutover date for the new program will be August the 7th. We've heard a lot of different dates. It's apparently been delayed because of technology issues, website issues, all that kind of stuff. We were told not too long ago that it was going to be the 28th of July. Well, that has now come and gone without an announcement. We were then kind of informed that there will be a website outage on the 1st of August, and maybe that is going to lead to something, but this sales rep at least told us it's going to be August the 7th, which actually is a Sunday. Might be a good day to cut over because no real major inventory release times, at least on the Marriott side, with regards to Sundays. So they might go that route. We're just going to have to wait and see. Something else that they did tell us, we kind of knew this already, that once they cut over, they're no longer going to be selling Westin Flex or Sheraton Flex products. They're going to be selling the Marriott Abound program, Abound by Marriott Vacations, and selling those trust points pretty much exclusively. So that means no more ability to apparently purchase Westin Flex or Sheraton Flex after the cut over. And what does that essentially mean? Well, according to them, it means you won't be able to use purchases of developer timeshare Westin Flex or Sheraton Flex to requalify or retro an ownership or resale ownership into the Vistana Signature Network. So how that works, I've actually done a video on that. I'll put a link up here to that, how that kind of works, what requalifying an ownership means. But it basically just means you can bring it into the Vistana Signature Network. And if it didn't qualify for star options before, well, it will once it's requalified. And if it was a mandatory resale, well, it would qualify for those 3, 4, and 5 star benefits in the Vistana Signature Network. And then, of course, it would convert over into Abound at executive, presidential, or chairman. So that's just some information. They're saying they're not going to offer requalifying of Vistana ownerships after that cutover. How true that really is, I'm not too sure, because it's kind of a thing, a sense of urgency to get you to buy now, when really you might not have to do that. The next thing we'll talk about here is the prices that they gave us and how they were really trying to sell us Sheraton Flex or Westin Flex or even Westin Aventuras here at the Westin Kierland. They kind of offered us a couple of packages, pretty small packages. Essentially Westin Flex, 37,000 home options, which would have come out to a total of $15,578 plus closing costs. That's actually after all of the discounts that they would have offered us. Or they could have offered us Westin Aventuras, 38,000 home options for $15,356. So a little bit cheaper for essentially 1,000 more points. The maintenance fees actually on this are actually quite a bit cheaper than Westin Flex. The Aventuras for those 38,000 star options was $563, where for the 37,000 Westin Flex, it was $778. So Aventuras, the maintenance fees are much, much cheaper. So if you really actually are considering purchasing more, and you plan to pretty much just use them as star options or convert them into Abound, the Westin Aventuras is really a better option. They don't necessarily sell that everywhere, mainly in Mexico and at their global sales centers, of which Westin Kierland is one of them. But that is just kind of what they threw out there for us to get us to buy something, because you have to have something and you want to requalify or authorize the weeks that we own, because we own 2 resale weeks. And essentially what they were also doing was trying to show us how much cheaper it is to buy now from Vistana than it would be to buy an equal number of club points from Marriott Vacation Club in the future after they cut over. Because they were saying, okay, the Westin Flex, those 37,000 options would be worth 1,285 Marriott Vacation Club points. And hey, that would actually cost to purchase them from Marriott Vacation Club at what is right now a little over $16 a point. It would cost $18,597. And on the Aventura side, it would have cost $18,307,000. So essentially saving about $3,000 by purchasing from Vistana instead of waiting and purchasing from Marriott Vacation Club. Something else that they offer when you purchase Vistana Signature Network, whether it be Westin Flex, Sheraton Flex, or any of their other products, is kind of what they call Bonvoy Certificates. You get 6 certificates. You can pay about $2,200 to convert and purchase 330,000 Bonvoy points with those. So you get 6 of those, it comes out to about 1.9 million points. You're going to be paying about $13,000 to do that. They're saying those certificates will go away. Completely gone, no longer available. It's not something that Marriott Vacation Club really even offers when you purchase their points product from them. So they're saying that's going to go away as well. We'll just have to wait and see. So kind of the big question we had, which they really don't have an answer for, really don't want to answer, maybe kind of even a little cagey about it, is whether we as resale owners, we're mandatory resale owners, or even voluntary resale owners, will we be able to participate in the new Abound by Marriott Vacations program using our Vistana ownership? Didn't get a clear answer to that. We'll have to wait and find out when Marriott rolls out the final details about this program, hopefully on August the 7th, but we'll just have to wait and see. They weren't able to answer that. They kind of didn't really specifically address it either. So we're going to have to wait and see. It kind of led to think, well, hey, you get these points. This information sheet provided these point levels. You'd think if we weren't eligible as mandatory owners, it would say 0, but it doesn't say that. So kind of holding out a glimmer of hope, because being able to enroll will have benefits in the future by removing a lot of the fees that are associated with Vistana Signature Network and ownership, whether it be the VSN fee that you have to pay every year for your ownership, or whether it be guest certificate fees, housekeeping fees, points banking fees. Those fees are all supposed to go away with participation in Abound by Marriott Vacations. So a lot of information to take in during this owner update. Obviously their goal was simply to just sell us more timeshare, primarily Westin Flex, but they would have gone with Westin Aventurist if we were willing to buy anything. So that's primarily the reason they're bringing people in, is to, they say, give them the opportunity to still buy Westin Flex, Sheraton Flex, Aventurist before it's too late. So there you go. What do you think about, as an owner in Vistana Signature Network, your ability to use Abound by Marriott Vacations? Are you excited about the program? Are you eager to get in there and start booking? Or are you just okay to continue using your star options to book other Westin and Sheraton properties? I'd love to hear all about it down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help out these videos, and it'll get them out to more people looking to learn about Abound by Marriott Vacations and how it impacts them as Vistana owners. And if you want to see more videos all about timeshare, check out the description box below. And for another video about Vistana Signature Experiences, check out this one right up here and YouTube. They think you'll like that one down there. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, remember, the best destination is always a timeshare.